everyone, this is Chris from GBC Forex Academy. I'm here to give a trade update on USD card. I need to give a follow-up video so that I could clarify a number of things. What are the things I want to clarify? Number one, I want to clarify is that if we look on the 1 hour, we are building liquidity. This is a descending channel, which is liquidity. So in other words, we have a descending channel for usually for an uptrend, and we know that USD card has been very bullish. But the first thing is we have a descending channel. First thing you have a descending channel, which is liquidity. The next thing we note again is the fact that we are bullish. We are bullish on the higher time frame. We are very bullish. We are very bullish. Okay, observe that we are bullish to the upside. Okay, another thing I want us to note again is the fact that week 16, as I said before, okay, this week 16 open, this week 16 close. It therefore means that if we have to get a candle for week 16, it means that week 16 is bearish. Look at the week. This very zone here represents the week. This very zone here is actually going to represent the week 2. So let's go on. So this is going to be my week 16 bearish candle, which is very bearish. Now let's go to week 17. Sorry about that. That's my I changed chickens. So this morning they are exercising their fundamental human rights. Okay, for week 17, we observe that this the open for week 17. Then this is the close for week 17. This is the high for week 17, and of course this is the low for week 17. So let's put that into a candlestick pattern. Put that into a candlestick pattern. Put that into a candlestick pattern. This is what we have. We have a gravestone doji. A gravestone doji. Now, what the gravestone doji did was that put a lower low, then produced, took liquidity, came to the downside. But when it came to the downside, look at what happened. It did not close below the previous lower low. So it produced a gravestone doji. With a gravestone doji. Now we understand something. There's liquidity descending channel. We closed bearish week 16. Week 17 refused to close below the previous week, which is 17, and below this very week itself. So we now have a kind of, let me say, something that resembles a bullish reversal. Now the next thing we want to look at again is this. Let's look at what is happening presently on the chart. We look at what is happening on the chart presently. We observe that price is moving to the upside. I said in my previous video that I said I needed price to take this very low for me to be bearish. Now, what I did not mention while giving the follow-up video is that if price should actually take this very high that is presently here, what one will produce is a higher high. Let me go back to the candlestick so that I would show you on the candlestick. So I go back to the candlestick. What I mean is this. So we have this is the high, this becomes a low, this becomes my range. This zone here and this zone here becomes my range. So what am I saying? I'm saying if price does this, price goes up, I'm expecting that price will come back to this very zone and go to the upside. That's what I'm expecting price to do. Then, but let's assume price now decides to do this. That's how to give a floor video. Or the period where I say that if price does this and comes here, I will change this as a camel to the downside. Now, so I could have a QML being traded here if price has done this. Now, if price does this one too is going to be a QML. So there's two possibilities. If price break this very high, I'm expecting price to retrace this very soon and I'm buying the upside. But if price breaks this very zone here, I'm expecting to trade from here and trade to the downside. But as it is presently, what I'm seeing price do, let me remove this. Okay. Let me remove this. What I'm currently seeing price do is that I'm seeing price most likely going to take this very high. And I said before, I am not going to take this very trade until that is, I was thinking that was Friday. I said spoke about Friday. So once price takes this very high, it means that I'm bullish. What am I expecting price to do? I'm expecting price to take this liquidity, to lose this very liquidity out, this liquidity, this descending channel. And let's look at the descending channel. This deal of the descending channel. Let's look at the previous high that was. This is the high, this is the high, and you observe that above that very high, the other liquidities that are above this very high, and of course there's a high above this very place, of course from a lower time frame. Now the reason why I'm using 1 hour as a means of doing this is so that we could actually scan and see what is actually happening. So if price breaks this very high over here, price breaks very high, because I expected that if price was going to break this very zone here, would have formed a QMF from to take the downside. But if price breaks this very high over here, it therefore means that I am expecting that I would have to be taking the trade from this very zone here. Okay. Sorry. I'll be taking a trade from this very zone here. Of course, let me try to. Okay, this should be it. Okay, let me. Okay, I'll be taking the trade from this very zone and I'll be taking it to the upside. So depends on what price does. Depends on what price does. So if price breaks is very high, I'm going to be bullish, taking it to the upside. So this taking to the upside, it may occur this week or it may occur next week. But once it breaks here, I'm no longer looking to sell the market. I'm waiting for the retracement to take the upside. I hope you enjoyed this very video.